welcome back to my channel. I'm hoping the quality of this video comes out correctly, but today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to do what's in my nappy slash diaper bag. I've seen these videos circulating around, and I used to really love watching these videos when I was pregnant, so I can kind of figure out what I was going to put in the bag and what I should technically put in my, what's it called, hospital bag. And I was going to do one of those videos, but as I said in my last video, if you haven't watched it, that I literally couldn't be asked through pregnancy. Like, it just took a toll on me and my life. So now that I'm back to life, as you can tell, done my hair today, put a bit of makeup on, I'm going to do a what's in my nappy bag. So first thing first, this bag, what's the name of it? It's called a linen bag. I saw this on Amazon, and I put it on my baby shower list because I didn't want your average bag that you kind of, shoulder bag I think they're called, that you put, that straps around you. Not really a fan of those bags. They remind me of school bags that you used to get back in the day, that kind of used to like velcro up and down. I'm not really a fan of those, and I am a rucksack slash backpack type of person. Even to work I wear a backpack. Is it a backpack? Yeah, a backpack, not a rucksack. Wear a backpack, a leather one. So I just thought it was just easier to carry, and also I like the fact that it has the clips that you can actually add it onto your pram slash pushchair. So let's get started. So colour wise, I chose black because black goes with everything, and I also like the gold details on it. They have so many other colours like pink, I think, white, khaki, grey, everything. I'm going to put the link down below of the bag that I got and how much it was, because I can't for the life of me remember the price, but it was, I don't think it was expensive, like maximum like £30 or £35. So yeah, as you can see, it's got a zip here at the front, it's got a zip here at the front here, so two zip pockets. It's got a pocket there at the side, another pocket there at the side, straps at the back. There's padding here which I like, it makes it so comfortable on your back, and then these bits here are like the little clips that you clip onto the buggy. It also has the main zip that comes across here, and it has two zippy things, which makes it easy if you only wanted to open one part of the suitcase, one part of the bag. And when you open it, it opens up like this, and as you can see, there's like loads in it. I don't know if you can see, but there's like loads of space in it. So I will go into what's in the base. I don't know what to do first. Basically, in here it has a zip pocket here, and it also has another pocket there, I don't know if you can see, there, and then it also has mesh pockets inside, in the middle, and still on each side as well. So first thing first, let's see what's on the outside of my bag. So this is called, is it focusing? Hold on. So this is from Milton's, as you can see. It's a, what do they call it? A travel dummy sterilizer. So it comes with this thing here, and you can, comes like this. You basically strap it like this, and you can attach it to your buggy, your bag, or whatever. When you open it up, you leave your dummy in like that. I don't know if that's focusing. Your dummy in like that, and it's just a good way. So if baby drops their dummy, you they say to wipe it with wipes and then basically push it back in. It's filled with water and stuff, so when you push it down, it kind of brings the water up, so it's then re-sterilising the dummy. You leave it in there for 15 minutes and then it's sterilised. I just love this because I'm not a fan of the dummy dropping on the floor and putting it into my mouth. I see a lot of mums do that. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just not a fan of that. And I also feel like it counteracts the fact that if 2 dummies drop on the floor, you're now left with nothing, because I normally take 2 dummies with me. So at least I know that I can sterilise it quickly in here, so that if he does need a dummy, then he can have one, basically. So that's that. So I attach that to my bag. So in this zip, I carry spare pair of clothes. So I've got a baby long sleeve vest, basically, and little leggings and a top. I only put one set of clothes in there because recently I haven't been out for that long, and I haven't had an instance yet where he has messed up his clothes like that. And I chose only one pair because, like I said, I'm not going to be out long, and if I am out for a long period of time where I need to change his clothes, I doubt he'll need to be changed more than once. I chose a long sleeve because obviously it's cold, and I chose separate instead of a baby grow because I'm likely to change him only if we're like out in a public place. So I just thought a decent pair of clothing will go a long way instead of it being a baby grow. These little outfits, to me, they're just so inexpensive. They're from Next. I think a pack of 3 of these are £11, and a pack of 3 of these are like £7.50 or £11 as well. I can't remember, but so inexpensive, and I just feel they look so much cuter on him. I'm trying my hardest not to babble like I always say, but we'll see what happens. So in this zip, also in this bit of the zip, it also has another 2 mesh pockets in here, just in case you need to add anything wet in there. So in here, what have I got? I've got water wipes. Water wipes are amazing, by the way. I was told, I think I've done like a poll on my Instagram just trying to figure out what wipes is best, pamper sensitive, water wipes, so on and so forth. And so many people said water wipes, but then I also had a lot of people say other versions of wipes. I have bought pamper sensitive because that was the first packet of wipes I ever bought when I didn't really know about water wipes. And I would say they're too strong to put on Ezrah at the moment. So water wipes are the best alternative. You can use them straight away from the hospital because all it is water and 1% fruit extract. I think like less harsh on his bum, and he hasn't got any issues with them apart from the fact that they're cold. I also feel that they're very, very, very watery, which I like because it means that they don't dry out quickly, and it's nice and moisturising, basically. Also got a spare bib for when he's doing his feeding. I like to just pop a bib around him, and I just like to carry it with me because it's not about messing up his clothes. I've also got a spare little hat for just in case I haven't put a hat on him. I don't really like to put hats on him, not because I just find them a bit awkward, and he finds them a bit awkward on his head, and they always drop off his head. But I always carry one with me just in case the weather does take a turn for the worst and it does get really, really, really cold. So I know that I've got one in the bag that I can just pop on his head. Also in here, I've got some Sudocrem. I don't know. There you go, it's focusing now. Got some Sudocrem, and this is just good for obviously battling nappy rash, and I pop this on his bum after every nappy change. I've got a massive one, but it was just so long trying to transfer some into like a little tub, so I just bought a small one from Boots. Randomly had mother care vouchers that I basically spent, but I just need to throw away, so I'll throw that away now. Just kept them in my bag for anytime I needed to pop into mother care, which you do basically all the time when you have a child. You always feel the need to go into mother care because you want to look for something cool, you want to see if anything catches your eye. So I just carry some cocoa butter in one of this thing, that's just for my own personal use. Right, side pockets, I normally put his bottles in here. So I normally, if I'm going on a day out, if I know I'm only popping up the road, I tend to only put 2 bottles inside of the nappy bag. So I'll put one on each side. If I know I'm going, it's going to be a long day and I'm going to be out for the majority of the day, then I bring 4 bottles, and so 2 would already have milk in it, 2 would have the 2 I just put the formula in, and I always bring a spare one just in case I need to put water in. So that's like 5 bottles basically. Or if there's something happens with one other bottle and I can't use it, and then I have to have a sterilised bottle, so I always keep a spare bottle. So 5 bottles in total. Bottles that I currently use, I'm going to show you one. It's got milk in it because we not too long came back in, but I use this bottle. It's a Nook bottle. Don't know if that's focusing, but what I like about these bottles is the teat. When we was in the hospital, Ezrah was bottle fed, and I had those, do you know, those mini SMA starter packs, and they came with the Nook teat, and I was also using the disposable bottles in the hospital, and those also came with Nook teats. So we originally bought man bottles for him to use, so when we came back and decided to transfer obviously the milk into a man bottle and he started drinking from it, the flow wasn't quick enough for him. So I then went straight onto Amazon and then ordered Nook bottles, and I think they're amazing. He loves them. I also ordered Nook dummies, so that's that. So what's inside this bit of the bag? So in the back pocket I keep nappies, so I tend to bring about 4 pairs, 4 pairs of nappies with me. Can't really use Pampers size 1. Ezra has just turned 1 month on Sunday. He's still very small. I would say I haven't got him weighed yet, but he's still tiny, so size 1 is still fitting him. Nappy sacks for just in case I need to throw away a nappy in an inconvenient place. So I got these. They were very inexpensive. They're Sainsbury's own brand. Their baby range is called Little Ones. So yeah, so I just got this pack, and I only picked up the purple pack because there was an old granny asking me for a purple pack when I was on the aisle, so I just copied her. I thought she knows what she's talking about, so I might as well do the same. I have a spare pair of socks for just in case he loses a pair, if he is wearing an actual 2-piece set. Yeah, so a spare pair of socks. I have this, which is the Nook dummy case, basically, that you put your dummy in. So I have that. It should have a dummy in it, but that dummy is the one that's inside the sterilizer at the moment. And the other dummies that I normally have in the bag are currently being sterilised because I just try and keep them as clean as possible just in case. So that's the case for it. So in here I've got the First Infant Milk SMA Pro ready-made carton. That's the ready-made carton. So just in case I have I just put it in the bag for just in case, like just in case I'm somewhere, I haven't bought a bottle, he's finished all of his bottles or something like that, and there's no more milk and I need to just quickly prepare something. I've just put it in here. What I would tell you in his 1 month update video, which I will record either today or tomorrow or sometime this week, is that I have changed from SMA, so I do need to buy another Aptamil version of this, but currently I've still just got the SMA one inside my bag. So another thing that I invested in was a flask. I was literally beating my brains one day trying to figure out the best way to bottle feed on the go. I just didn't know what the best way to do it was. I didn't know what was the best way. Was it ready-made milk, just put inside a bottle, and then if I was out in a shopping centre, or if I was out in a shopping centre, or if I was somewhere where I was able to get the milk warmed up, I can do that. Then I had to do a long drive a couple of weeks ago and realised that we may need to stop en route, and it was a motorway drive, so I then felt that a flask was the best bet. This is a 500ml flask. Obviously at the moment he drinks 4 ounces, so that's 120 mils, which means that if I fill this up, he can get about 4 or 5 bottles out of it, maybe 6. And it's really, really good. It was only $11.99 from Argos, and it, let's say, so I left here, my house, at 9:30 in the morning, got to Norwich at about 12:30, and this was still piping hot. Left Norwich, was in Norwich for a couple of hours, left Norwich, came all the way back, got here at 7 in the evening, and this was still piping hot. I just thought of today, when I was going, I had to take him to the doctors, but I also knew I wanted to stop off quickly to go to some shops. And because I had already had bottles ready made, because I normally do in the evenings, I normally do a whole load of bottles that last him up to a certain amount of time. Okay, that's Ezra. If you just bear with me, I'm just gonna come back. I'm back, guys. Ooh. So I'm just checking that he hasn't done a poo. This is Ezzy Wezzy. Say hello to the camera, Ezra. Oh, I want you to see his top, it's so cute. Ezra. Say hello, Ezzy. Okay, he's not bothered. But I just had him in his swing. I put him in there to soothe him when he's like kind of sleepy but not that sleepy, if that makes sense. Like he's woken up from a nap but he's still too tired to just chill out. So I just put him on that swing to kind of give him something different to look at and to feel, basically. So today I went out for, like I said, to take him to the doctors, and also knew I was going to go to the shops. So because I had milk already prepared from the night before, I just bought those 2 bottles with me. It was a half a bottle of what he hadn't finished, and another bottle, and another fresh bottle out of the fridge. So I rummaged my cupboards for something that I can use to warm up his milk. Ezra, he farted. He's still farting. To warm up his milk in, and then I came across this. And I filled up the flask, and it's just basically a protein shaker bottle. It fits. I just wanted to make sure that if I filled it up with water and I put my bottle in it, it won't overflow, which it doesn't. It's deep enough and wide enough to put my bottle in, and it's just so much better using the flask, the hot water, to warm up the bottle on a time when you need to feed your baby straight away or within the next 5 or 10 minutes, because boiled water warms up a bottle really quickly. So I keep that in my bag now, and I will continue to keep that in my bag. I'm just going to bring him up because he's being really, really fussy. So the difference between filming without a baby is you don't have to do these little intervals. I want to go in my bag and I'm trying to think to myself like how... Oh, pardon me, Ezra. You're a bit gassy today, aren't you, Baba? Last but not least... I think that's it, I'm just double checking. Yeah, last but not least, so I'm having to do it with one hand, is a mat. So this mat comes with the bag, and I would suggest that you get a bag that comes with a mat, because, you know, sometimes you go to these public toilets and they're disgusting. Like, luckily for like my local shopping centre, their toilets aren't bad at all, and it has a specific thing just for babies. But even so, I think the camera cut out again. But even so, I always still lay a mat down wherever I go, even if the toilet is clean, because you don't know if it is actually clean, and you don't know if someone's laid their child down on there and haven't used sanitizer wipes to obviously wipe it down. So yeah, so it's always good to find a bag that has travel size matting, and it also came in handy for changing his nappy when we came off the motorway, because you can just lie him down on the mat in the car and just know that no poo or anything's getting anywhere. So that is what's in my nappy / diaper bag. I kind of trolled through this because I knew he was going to wake up soon, and he is now waking. He's been really, really fussy. So I'm going to go, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you like and hit the subscribe button below, and I will see you guys soon for the next video. Ezra's going to start crying now, but say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Ezra. Say bye-bye. Bye, guys.